Hey guys, there we go. I want to tell you about this fan fiction that I read, and if you don't know, I'm a huge Sherlock fan, and Doctor Who fan, and Harry Potter fan, and Lord of the Rings fan, and The Hobbit fan, and pretty much like just so it's a Sherlock fan fiction, and it's called Alone on the Water. It's so sad. Okay, let me tell you this. I cried like a little bit when I watched The Angels Take Manhattan. I was like there weren't actually like tears, but I could feel my eyes getting watery, and my throat was getting all like, and I was really sad. I didn't cry during same things, but I didn't actually like cry like tears. During Reichenbach, the fall of Reichenbach, and then I was reading this fan fiction last night, and I was bawling. Like, I was crying harder than I've probably cried in like 4 years. I mean, I was sobbing into my pillow, and it was just, and then, okay, so let me tell you about this fan fiction. If you haven't read it, and you want to, I'll probably put a link in the description. And so basically, and if you want to read it, then X out right now, because I'm going to tell you all about it. So basically, John and Sherlock, you know, the whole John Locke deal. So Sherlock gets a brain tumor or something. Brain tumor or brain cancer, I don't remember. And that's really sad at the beginning, because he's telling him about it. And then Sherlock tells John's like telling him the symptoms and stuff. And Sherlock says, I have no desire to go through all of that. So then he gets like these pills that'll kill him. And then the rest of it is just like, okay, so he says on his second to last day, he's like, has really bad headaches, and he can't like walk as well, and it explains it more in the actual video or fan fiction. And then on the second to last day, he says goodbye to everybody that he loves. And he says, on my last day on Earth, I want to spend it with you. So he spends it with John, and they go out, and he says, there are 3 things in this world that I love, or something like that. And he's like, first is my job, second is this city, and then John's like, what's the third? And he's like, it doesn't need saying, or something like that. And by that point, I was crying, like, full out, like a 4-year-old just fell on his face crying. And then he takes the pills, and he dies. And it's really sad. And then the last part, this is the part that really got me. John takes over Sherlock's job. And then the last words were, John Watson, consulting detective, and then there's like a line and it says, still the only one in the world. And I was so sad. And then I went on YouTube and I watched the video. And I was crying worse than I was in the first place. It is so freaking sad. I mean, you can't just watch the video because then you won't get it, but you have to read the fan fiction and then watch the video. And I was like, I was just crying. Like, seriously, there are like makeup stains on my pillow from where I was crying. I'm not even joking. I was bawling. And the song is by Christina Perri, and I think it's called 1,000 Years, and it's like, I will die every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. You know that song. And it's so perfect because in the story John says, he's like, I try to look back at old memories and it seems like he's always there. He's sitting there in Afghanistan making comments about the other soldiers. Then he's sitting on the slide when I was a little kid playing at the playground. And it just is so perfect. And today I was in social studies. I was listening to that song on my iPod because I like to listen to music, or not social studies, sorry, study hall. I like to listen to music during study hall when I'm doing, like when I'm done and I'm just drawing, which is what I do when I'm done with my homework. And I drew 3 pictures, and one was John sitting in his chair, and it says, "I have died every day waiting for you." And then I did the second one, and they're holding hands and they're running off, and then, like, to the crime scene, like in the first episode. Or, no, maybe that was the last one. I don't know. In one of the episodes, they're, like, handcuffed together, I think, or something. And then it says, "Darling, don't be afraid. I will love you I have loved you for 1,000 years." And then the last one was John sitting at his gravestone, and he said, "And I'll love you for 1,000 more." And I was crying. And everyone's like, "Are you okay? Are you hurt?" I'm like, "Don't touch me. Just leave me alone. Don't touch me." And I was like, ugh, I'm not coping well, you guys. I watched Reichenbach like last week, and it has been so bad. I think I watched it on Thursday, and now since then I'm just like, what just happened? See, I think I saw a weeping angel in my basement. Like, I'm not even kidding. And now it's here and it's trying to attack me. Okay, well, better go. Wow, this video is a lot longer than I thought it would be. So, watch the video, read the book, story, read the fan fiction if you want. If you're a Sherlock fan. If you're not, then you won't get it, and you probably think I'm absolutely crazy right now. Goodbye!